How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We have a slightly different video today. Instead of opening packs, I'm going to show you some custom One Piece cards that I ordered from different creators online. We're going to start with the cheaper ones and work our way up to the more premium ones and see how they compare to One Piece cards. All right, so for this first order, I think I got this on Etsy from Soul Moon Customs, and you can get One Piece backs. I like to get these custom backs, one, because it helps me remember where I got them from, and the artist created the card, so I think they should get some recognition for the card. So they have two main card styles that you can get: non-hollow, which are just matte cards. There's no texturing. The thickness, I would say, is likeness to Pokemon card. And overall, the edges, the corners, they're all pretty clean, no noticeable dings. The one thing I really like about this company is the art is very unique. So I bought 4 different cards. First one we have is this Sanji. We have a Buggy. Again, all these are just flat cards, no hollow, no texturing. Now I did actually initially order these 3 in hollow, but I got sent just the non-hollow version. I just contacted them and they were very nice, more than willing to just send me the hollow versions, which we'll go over in a second. The non-hollow, they run sales 20-25% off regularly. I think the non-hollows that I got were about $7.50, and then I think it's $1 more if you want to get the regular One Piece back. I'll try to throw a link to them in the description. I just love the art that they do. I think that this is a noticeable step down in terms of the physical card, but they're one of my favorite in terms of the arts. Even the background with the buildings, this law, I love that law card. And this Yamato is so vibrant with the colors they chose. So these are about $7.50 a piece. And surprisingly, here are the hollow cards. I think I like the non-hollows better than the hollows. They seem more vibrant. The hollows seem like there's a film over them that kills some of the color. There's no texture on the hollow. It's just a flat gloss. And I'm not sure how well it comes through on camera. Hopefully it does. In person, there's just more vibrancy in the colors. It just seems dulled down with the hollows. And that's pretty much across the board. I'll compare all of them. It just seems somewhat cloudy. This one seems a little bit harder to tell on camera. You'll just have to take my word for it. I think if this company was able to find a way to create cards, and I know it takes, from what I've heard, it takes a pretty expensive printer to be able to do the texturing and the hollow foil patterns like One Piece does. These guys do some of my favorite art, and I would love to see what they would be able to do with the texturing and the foil that most people know One Piece to have. Oh, and the foil cards were about $11.50, so it's about $4 more for the foil versus the non-foil. All right, the second company I bought from, K Design, comes in this nice little pack that you get to open. They were nice enough to throw in this card for free. I didn't order this. That's a Don card that they threw in. Again, with their custom back. These, I want to say it was a buy two, get one free sale. And these leaders, I want to say this was about $25. There's minor texturing on this one. I think it's just a unique card. I liked it. The description, it was a concert ticket. You can kind of see the serrated edge with the piano, keyboard, and Uta. I like a lot of her cards. Then we have some Don. I really like these Don cards. These were $5 for $25. Might be a little cheaper if you bought all 10. I'm not sure. But I thought these were really cool. The texturing, let me see if I can. There is pretty good texturing on these cards. I'd say the color is good. It's not as vibrant as some of the other ones. I think it would pop even more if those reds and blues were a little more vibrant. But I got 5 of those. I might end up giving away 1 or 2 of those just so people can kind of see what some of the custom cards are like. And this one's my favorite from them. You can see there's so much texturing on this card. I think the neon style is really cool. I'd like to see them do this with a few more characters. In terms of, they seem slightly, these are definitely the thinnest of the cards. This one has a little bit more give, close to one piece cards, but I'd say a little bit thinner. This Luffy was, I think, about $22, I believe. So the first couple, we were looking $7 to $12. Now we're up to about $20 to $25. Now the third person I bought from is pretty popular, at least in the custom card space. Kaizoku Cards. I bought a lot from him. He was running several sales. There was a buy 6, get 3 free. There was a buy 4, get 4 free. So I loaded up on a lot of different cards. You'll notice that, now the last cards, they did have good texturing. These have, the art and the texturing on these with the foil is probably the best of the best. The only downside to these, they are somewhat thin. I would even say that this card, this card's definitely slightly thicker. This one feels more like a Pokemon card. It's not a huge deal. If you were to throw a perfect fit sleeve on it and throw it in a like Dragon Shield sleeve, it probably wouldn't be an issue. All right, I'm gonna go through these, not too fast because I want to appreciate the art, and you'll quickly learn who some of my favorite characters are. Kaizoku Cards works with a lot of different artists, and they all throw them in the top right. I'm sure you're not going to be able to see it, so I'll try to throw a lot of the credit to the artist in the description down below. This one's very unique. Outside of One Piece, I think it was called like Streetwear Yamato. For Kaizoku Cards, the leader cards are $25 a piece. So just quick recap. This one was about 22, and these are about 25. And then we get into some premium Dawn, which same quality, texturing is amazing, the coloring, the art is really good. Same rigidity in the card. It's about a Pokemon card, not quite the thickness of a one-piece card. Whoops. It's kind of a cool Enel Jolteon crossover between Pokemon. He has several different Pokemon one-piece crossovers, so if you have a certain character, go check his website out. This one just stuck out to me the most. I like that one the most. Got Sanji Zoro. These premium Dawn are $15 a piece. There's so much texturing on these cards. Chopper. This one's probably my favorite. I ended up getting 4 of these. Again, I might end up giving one of these away so people can see what they're like. All right, and then I ordered, these are called Nightmare Leaders. I ordered four different ones. Goldie Rogers in the back. And when I initially got these 3, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to show it on camera. It's hard for me to pick it up. But I sent them pictures because 3 of these cards, there was a scratch that kind of ran across here. The Silver's Rayleigh just had some chips in it. They're small, and I didn't know if that's kind of what you just need to expect from smaller market custom cards makers. I don't expect them to be perfect. And there was a scratch on this one too. I sent them a picture of the defects and just asked them straight up, I mean, is that something that I just have to expect when you're buying these? And he was surprised that they had them, so he shipped me all 3 of those cards in the next order that I got, and all 3 are perfect. I don't see any defects in them. These cards are crazy. Similar to the OP12 SPs, I think they might be divisive. Some people might not like this art style at all. I think this Nightmare art style that they chose is very cool. The texturing, like all the other ones, very nice. Not too much hollow in it, which, I mean, they're very shiny, but the color, and if you hit it in the right light, it does hit you with some rainbows. That's one thing I like about the Nightmare ones, is that they're pretty black and white. And Goldie Roger. Premium Leaders, these gold ones are $30 a piece, and I'm not sure. I think the gold might be the distinction between the premium leaders and regular leaders, because they feel the same level of thickness. There are some extra details on them, like on this one has this skull, and the smoker you have some lettering, and it says Marine over there. These, I know I said I really like the art on these first ones that I showed you, because they're so unique and they're kind of pushing away from what we expect with One Piece. These feel like One Piece cards. The art feels like it was made by One Piece, and the level is the same. One detail that you would notice if you got a various amount of these cards is the phrasing, and not the phrasing, but the text on there. It's a small detail, but it's crisp. On some of the other ones, for instance, The cards, some of the other cards that are cheaper, the words, they're not blurry, but you can tell the difference between these that are really crisp and the other ones that almost look like a photocopy. And the most expensive one, I think that Kaizoku sells, this is a premium leader, but it's limited to 10. These are $40 a piece. Again, the same, they're printing on the same card stock. The only difference is that these are limited. It's the same style as the Nightmare. It's just gold, but very cool nonetheless. All right, let me set those aside. And then the last person I ordered from, Davidson TCG. Now these I got, I think buy 3, get 2 free. They're $30 a piece, and he threw this one in for free. This Neon Luffy and these are comparable to One Piece cards. I think they have very similar card stock. They feel really good in the hand. The texturing on these stained glass cards from Davidson TCG are absolutely insane. They're so nice. And like I said, he threw this one in for free. I didn't even order this one. It's an awesome card though, and it's, I'm sure it's a $25, $30 card that he just threw in for free. And I was already getting a buy 3, get 2 free deal. So he seems like a really good guy. We got a Zoro in chopper body, kind of a manga style card. Texturing's not as heavy as the last stained glass card, but it's still present. Texture, or not texture, the card stock the same. They're all the same on these Davidson TCG cards. Interesting Yamato manga style card with some red in the top left there. Again, the texturing is top class on all these cards. I ended up getting 2 of these stained glass Zoro leader cards. And then this Nami card, which doesn't quite, the camera's not doing it justice because the texturing on these flowers, I'm sure you can see the texturing over there. It's, I wish they would send me a video of how what kind of printer they have or how they're doing this, because it's unbelievable how good they're able to make it. Comparable to a regular one-piece card, there isn't a ton of texture on this. Like down with these SECs, you have texture kind of on the nameplate. And like with an SP, texturing on the hat. From a texture standpoint, I'd say some of these custom cards might even be better than one-piece cards. So if that's what you're looking for, let me find one of the good, this Luffy one's pretty good. If you're looking for texture and you like that, kind of what that gives to the card, I would highly recommend checking some of these guys out. I mean, the texture on this stained glass card is blowing my mind. It's so amazing. More subtle on this, but you can feel it all over the card. This Kaizoku card with the sun. So there's definitely, I'd say, more texturing on these custom cards than the one-piece cards. It's more about finding what art you like and just experimenting with it. Because like I said, I mean, you can get cheap cards for $6 to $10 a piece if you just like to see, if you just like to collect a certain, like if you collect Buggy, it's just a cool card to throw in your collection for $6. But if you're looking for like top of the line cards, you're gonna have to spend $25 to $30 on a card. And if it's your favorite character, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because people spend $70, $100, $200, $400 on cards. And granted, those have more resale value. I guess it just depends on why you're collecting. I got into One Piece because I love the art. It's my favorite TCG in terms of the art style of the cards. And to see what people are able to do on their own with their own equipment is unbelievable to me. There's several, like I said, I have another order coming in, and there's 2 or 3 people that live in Europe and I think Singapore that create some pretty crazy looking cards that I really wanted to get, but with the tariff issues, they just don't ship to the US right now. So hopefully that'll change, because there's some cards out there that I really want to get my hands on and show you guys. But for now, this is a quick, maybe not so quick, summary of 4 different creators, their art styles, how the cards differ in thickness, in texturing, in coloring. If you have questions about any of the cards, let me know. I'm going to figure out a giveaway, since I have some duplicates, especially with like the Nightmare cards that have some minor damage, and some of these Don cards like this Luffy that I got a few of. I had a few of the premium Yamato Dons. I'll figure out some kind of giveaway with that. Down below, let me know which one you think is most worth it. Do you think it's worth it to just spend a couple bucks for something that has really cool art but doesn't have any foil or texturing? Or would you rather spend $25 to $30 to get something that's premium? Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you guys for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.